Well, everybody who got here at the very start of this episode was now ready for Star Wars.
Make sure you look at the time codes that we put, because we're talking about it at the end.
That's the bloody point of it.
Yeah.
So we said last week, we had this, we had our little chat, our heart to heart, being like, if we don't care about something, we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't care about the Star Wars teaser.
No, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for But it was only because of what I showed you before this episode started that I want to talk about it.
You're right. You know what? I watched the trailer and the teaser, whatever. And I was like, that seems cool. It's got, I can see.
Do you want to talk about that? Or I got a little piece of news.
Yeah, go for the news.
It was just about Carrie Fisher.
Yep.
She's confirmed for the next one. She's in the teaser. You can see the back of her head.
Yeah.
But she's not going to be in 9.
Yeah.
So the producer came out and said that. So they shot all her scenes for the next movie, The Last Jedi, but they don't know if she's going to be in the final film at all.
Right.
So at some point in this film, they're going to have to either kill her or just tell her goodbye.
Right.
I would be very surprised if they kill her. I think giving her a goodbye, like the Paul Walker thing, is the way to go.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if she doesn't die, why isn't she in the 9th one?
Yeah.
Because it's not like Fast and Furious where you can just reset.
No, I know.
Like in Fast and Furious, for anybody, again, spoilers, like in the 7th one, Paul Walker died.
Yeah.
And what they did at the end of that was said, he's retiring. Let's never bother him again. And in 8, they mentioned that. They said, let's get Brian.
Yeah.
And Letty, she goes, no, he's out. We said we wouldn't bother him.
Yeah.
So at least they said that.
Yeah.
But in Star Wars, you can't be like, let's get Princess Leia. Nah, she's out.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you mean she's out? She's Princess Leia, General Organa. Like, she's not going to disappear.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think, like, the spoilery, they might kill her.
I think that's the way to do it. I mean, bringing it back to Rocky after Rocky 5, Rocky the film, I guess it's still just called Rocky.
Rocky Balboa.
Balboa. Balboa. Sorry.
Balboa.
I can't speak. They killed
it's your
her
one
off.
job.
They killed her off. And that's because she didn't want to do the films anyway. I don't even think she's doing acting.
No, I think she's retired.
Yeah, so... But that's also, it's just the best way to do it, because, they've got films like Creed they want to do, and they don't have to explain it anymore. It's just like there's a gravestone, whatever. I know it's a little bit different with Star Wars, whereas she's actually dead, unfortunately. But I think that is the easiest thing to do. Is just answer it there, and everyone's...
I think it's going to make a lot of problems.
You don't want to do a CGI 3D thing. I'm saying like in another 5 years, when they do another film. You don't want that to ever be answered there. Just kill her
let
off,
her go,
and then that's the fans know and everyone knows, and it's probably you can actually probably do it in a really nice way. With you can have a tribute to her in the film. Like I think she deserves that. She's so iconic. That I wouldn't even be surprised in the film if they did a minute silence.
Right.
For her. That would be a great...
For Leia.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. That would actually be really cool, as in maybe, I don't know how they do it, but shoot her into space or whatever it is. But it's like literally the whole cinema. Yeah. And it's in space, so it's quiet. And it's just quiet for a whole minute. And that's like everyone watching that is like a tribute to her.
Yeah, like the end of Wrath of Khan killing Spock and all
that. Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of which, it just brought up when I watched Star Trek Beyond. Leonard Nimoy died before that came out.
Yeah, I know.
And there is a moment in that where they pay tribute to it.
Yeah,
and it becomes part of the story.
Yeah.
Where the new Spock, Zachary Quinto,
that's right.
He's told that Spock has died.
Yeah.
And then they just have this thing of just like...
Yeah, it's good.
They have a photo of him and the original
It's a good way
cast.
of doing it, actually. Yeah.
So, like you said, everyone knows she's dead. Like, Carrie Fisher's dead. So, killing off Leia and giving her that moment, it's kind of the only thing you can do.
Yeah.
Now, I know in terms of the story, it kind of screws you over, because that means Kylo Ren's mother and father are dead.
Right, yeah.
So I figured the story originally was Han Solo dies, Leia is the one who has to bring him back.
Right.
That kind of thing. She try and gets him from the... She does what Luke did to Vader.
Right.
She's the one who says, you've got to come back to the light.
Sure.
You killed your dad, but I forgive you, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Now, if she's dead...
Yeah.
It's going to be like Rey or Luke.
Yeah.
Or they might just change it all together and Kylo's just a dickhead.
You never know.
He never comes back.
Yeah. They can do whatever they like, to be honest. So, and that might be good just to change it up anyway. So.
Yeah. Anyway, back to Star Wars as Star Wars.
Yeah, yeah.
We were saying about the teaser. I wasn't blown away.
I wasn't blown away by it, but I've said it time and again. Like, I'm a Trekkie, so I'm not a Star Wars guy. Like, it doesn't even matter what you like. Like, as a teaser, you're kind of like, yeah, it was alright.
I like the opening. I like the stars and the rock.
I preferred the Battlefront one.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, the Battlefront one had like my hairs on its on edge.
But that's a medical condition.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
And the rash, this is not even going to
you just got to put the cream on that, man. Yeah. Don't blame the trailer for that.
You've got to do that later on.
Yeah, it's true. Just rub it in.
But
put the lotion on itself.
Put the lotion on. I don't need that much lotion. That's not even... That's orange juice.
Shh, just let it rub in.
Just let it go.
I'm just not going to go near your rim. I don't mess with your rim.
Oh, God. This has turned into a different show. We're going to have to put this in a different category in iTunes.
Late night.
This is going to go into...
Rant and Bollox nights.
Take it off the shelf.
Yeah, but I didn't even really want to talk about the Star Wars teaser because I didn't care.
Yeah.
But like I said, I showed you...
Just before we started this podcast.
Yeah.
Because I don't even look at our own channel.
We don't even talk to each other.
That's true, yeah. I've been busy. But yeah, on that channel...
on the Facebook, I shared it.
My goodness. I just watched the side-by-side.
Yeah. Between Force Awakens teaser, which came out in 2015 or 14? 2014?
2014, yeah.
The December of 2014.
Yeah.
And the one that just came out now.
They played both those trailers side by side.
First thing you asked me was, were they edited? And I said, no, this is the original trailer.
Yeah, I know. Like,
the original teaser.
I thought like someone slowed one down or whatever to speed up the other one or whatever. Yeah. And they hit the cues, like almost everything's hit at the same time. As in like, where like this Christmas comes up is exactly.
Same
moment. But even things like, let's go to
the
a
style
landscape.
of the shot.
Let's go to a landscape shot. Let's go to, the music's kicking in now.
Right.
Let's show some ships. And like, literally both trailers are showing ships.
Yeah.
Let's show
skimming ships. One's going on the water.
Let's show
one's
someone
going
up and then starting a lightsaber. It's basically very similar of slow motion panning through like an emotional character. And then even the end, like where it
goes
fades,
to Luke.
like the fades are on the same time, like 3-second fade or something.
Yeah.
And it goes to Luke. So brings us to the next question. Was that done on purpose? And if it was, very nicely done.
Right.
Or if it wasn't.
There's only 3 options at play.
So what
the first is to put them in sequence from best to worst.
Yeah.
The best is that they meant to do it.
They meant to do it.
The second worst thing, or the second best thing is, or not even best or worst, just the next thing is they didn't and someone just was an idiot.
Yeah.
The worst thing is they did it and don't care.
Right.
They were just being cynical. They're just like, just Bill, just take that one and do it again because that one made $1 billion,
sure,
or $2 billion.
Yeah, You know, you mentioned that third one, and I'm like,
that's the one I'm worried about. That was my first reaction. I saw it and I said,
are they
they're just
too in their
themselves?
own ass, like heads up their ass, like big heads, and they're saying like, we're Star Wars, we can do whatever we want.
We made $2 billion last time. We had the biggest opening weekend of all time. Screw it.
I do editing and stuff, and when I was watching it, I was watching it as in, and this is just one take on it, I was watching it as in someone edited that and looked at last year's or whatever, and it was like, oh, that's how they did it. That's how they did it. But if you're a creative person, you don't copy something down to the T, especially when it's that big.
That's the thing. You can't get away with it.
I feel like I don't want to go down that route. But I can't help but think that.
So it can't be the middle one. It can't be the option that they didn't.
I feel like it's
somebody didn't notice.
One or three. So it's either they've done it on purpose.
It's either the best or worst.
However, if they did it on purpose, it would have come out by now. Like surely, like
maybe they don't have to. Like if it's that obvious.
I'm going to do some research on the train back, and I'm going to see if it's done on purpose or not.
It would have to be.
So. Because otherwise,
again,
like
for everybody who hasn't seen it, you can find it online. The comparison side by side, The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi are exactly the same.
Now, there's another argument here of who gives a fuck. Absolutely, honestly, because we're geeks, you know,
and we don't like talking about the bloody minutiae from the next 8 months till the movie comes out.
I'm a geek. I'm definitely a geek and everything like that, but. I guess I tend to lean more on the gaming tech side.
Yeah.
I know my movies. But however, I did watch that trailer and I never once thought that was like the other one.
Yeah.
However, when you that's the greatest thing about people that analyze stuff.
Yeah.
But when you watched that yourself, did you think it was similar?
Here's the thing. Before I'd seen the side by side.
Yeah.
I didn't like the teaser.
Okay.
Because I saw it. It was darker.
Yeah.
There was more explosions. Yeah. And I was like, all right, this is a rant coming
But was
on.
there something in your head that said...
It doesn't feel right.
Have I seen this before?
Not that I'd seen it before, but...
Or like this formula of start slow.
This formula, yeah.
This start slow, here's the music, here's the lightsaber, and then end like this.
Yeah, explosion, kind of something's happening. Yeah.
I did think, actually, the first time I watched it, I did think... I thought this is trailing on a little bit and not really showing much. Oh, now they're showing something. Now they're showing, space, this. Oh, and then Luke. I did kind of almost kind of have a deja vu in that way.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
The thing about it that got me as a rant is just The Force Awakens got a bit of stick because it was copying the original. You know, you have the young hero who learns about their powers, and then they go off and they blow up a big thing and they save the universe. So The Force Awakens is a lot like A New Hope. And I'm like, okay, fine. You can have two movies that are the same in the same universe if what you're doing is talking about a new cycle. Like that's Star Wars. Like it's the dark and the light, the balance.
Yeah.
So you're restarting it because the first thing is it appeals to people who watched the original. They're like, oh, I remember this story.
Yeah.
But the thing that I gave them credit for was that they had Han Solo and they killed him.
Right.
And I thought that shows me this movie is not just restarting. It's not just doing it again. They're just trying to ease people into it. They're showing that the cycle is not the cycle has shifted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Up until Han Solo died, it's the same basic movie.
Sure.
But now that he's dead, I realize, okay, Rey, Finn, and Poe are a brand new generation.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a different set of movies.
Right.
But when I watch this fucking teaser, I'm like, this looks to me like they're doing Empire Strikes Back.
Right.
And I'm like, if I go and see this movie in fucking December and it's Empire Strikes Back.
I can see exactly what
and her hand gets fucking cut off or her fucking head gets sliced or whatever.
It's going to be bloody annoying.
Yeah. I'm just like Luke or whoever, like Poe gets fucking frozen in carbonite. I'm just going to be like, fuck you guys. And that's why when they saw this side by side thing, I'm like, oh fuck,
come on, don't go down here.
Don't do this. Don't just do the original movie again.
Yeah.
So that's my big worry now.
Yeah.
But if it is on purpose,
sure,
the same thing. Okay.
Get some creativity going.
But just
there.
don't make this the dark one.
It's like what I was saying with the It trailer. I was like, oh, I wonder if we know now that the adult film is a separate one.
I looked into that. It's still not confirmed.
Oh, now it'd just be interesting.
The guys were right. Everyone who mentioned it said that's right. For everyone to know, the It movie was supposed to be 2 parts. Yeah, kids and then adults. Yeah, that's what the original director signed on to do. Right, but this director took over, and there's been no talk about a second one. Okay, so it might just be the kids. We were just just the trailer wise, we were just like, oh, wouldn't it be interesting? The second trailer was all adults, and then they're maybe the third. And they play off each other. Yeah, they play off each other. That'll be kind of interesting. But yeah, with this one, it's the same thing. Hopefully, there's some creativity. There's a choice. There's a reason why they did this. Yeah. Otherwise, it's like, is it 1, 2, 3, like you mentioned? Yeah. And I think we've ruled out 2. So if it's 1, that's even more awful. So yeah. If it gets to the point where the final one, episode 9, comes out, and that teaser is the same formula, but watching it, you put them all side by side, you see this. Yeah. That's great. That means you've been planning this for years. Sure. But when the trailer comes out for this one, it's going to be so analyzed. It was already going to be frame by frame stopped. But I'm going to watch it and I'm going to be like, did you fuckers just copy it? Did the marketing guys just sit down and go, well, that worked. Yeah. Let's just do that again. Yeah. That's the cynical part of everybody now. Yeah, I know. And you think someone, And you're right. You think somebody would have come out and said, we meant to do that. And you might just need it. Well, when was it? Saturday? Saturday, yeah. Oh no, it came out Friday. Good Friday came out. Friday, yeah. So by now you would have thought something would Saturday was the game. Something would have surfaced by now and said well, they were all busy. They were all at the conference. They're all busy. they're all talking. Listen to Harrison Ford. No, it's interesting. I mean. But I like with the game, with knowing it's coming out at Christmas, that side by side did definitely put it down for me. But I'm still pumped for it. And I'm not really a big Star Wars fan. I'm still pumped for it. So Well, yeah, we're 8 months away. So it'll be another 3 months till they get
I'm going to do some digging into this, though,
and
see kind of what the result of both those trailers are all about. So, yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. The Star Wars, to me, it's just like, they've shot themselves in the foot. Yeah. Because they're going to get more scrutiny now on the next thing. Yeah. But other than that, everything else looks fine. The game looks great. Yeah. I know the Han Solo movie's moving out. Oh, yeah. And seeing as we're on Star Wars anyway, I'll remind everybody of omaze.com. Yeah. If you go to omaze.com/Star Wars, there's a competition on. I know we just shot all over The Last Jedi. Yeah. But the main prize, for $10 you're entered into it, you can win the grand prize of tickets to the premiere, the red carpet premiere in LA with all the stars, Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, Mark Hamill, all of them. The other one is you get to spend a night at Skywalker Ranch in California. And then, of course, the other thing is you'll get a part in the Han Solo movie. Hell yeah. And obviously, this isn't just like you're giving them your money. That money's going to charity. It's going to UNICEF. It's going to the Starlight Foundation. Yeah. And if you've got more money to spend, there's different levels, like a Kickstarter. Yeah. You can get a helmet. You can get T-shirts. Like, I'm talking a signed Stormtrooper helmet. I think it's like $1,000 or something. Oh, wow. But if you want a signed helmet from the movie... Yeah. Can't go wrong. There's people out there that all want it. Yeah, and if you got lots of money, you can get a private screening of The Last Jedi before it comes out. Yeah. If you get all your friends together, like if you're all mad Star Wars fans, I think it's like 20 people can see it. Oh yeah. So if the 20 of you get together, all pitch in like $2,500. Yeah. You can get a free, like a premiere week before it comes out screening or whatever. Wow. T-shirts, stills from the movie, original posters, paintings. Yeah. And again, it's all for charity. More movies should do that. Yeah. So it's only for the next 25 days or something. Right. 3 weeks left. It usually works for a month, yeah. Yeah. So some of them go longer, but just, go to omaze.com/Star Wars and you can win it. Very nice. If you don't shit on Star Wars as much as we do and you like it, it's probably the place to go. Oh, yeah. And even if you are kind of on the fence about Star Wars, they're great competitions. And you're bloody helping kids. Yeah, you should do it anyway. Yeah. So you should do it for each one. Yeah. So cool. Yeah. We have no questions this week. No questions. I don't think so. I think I answered them all on Twitter. Okay. But if anybody wants to send us a question, it's at Rant Bollox. Oh, yeah. And it's rantandbollox@gmail.com. Yep. And you can find us on Bandcamp now. We got Blair Witch up there. Oh, yeah. SoundCloud still got the Wolverine up, but we got our new commentary coming. Yeah. This weekend we'll be doing it. Yeah. 2 commentaries. Yeah, we're going to be doing Prometheus and Doctor Strange. Yeah, and if you want to keep the lights on, we can go to patreon.com/Rant Bollox. Yeah. Although, don't give us money if you don't want to, because it just puts us under pressure we don't want. We appreciate all the help. We appreciate all the help. Just keep listening, keep liking and sharing us and clicking that bell on YouTube and all that. Oh, yeah. But if you want to give money, I think the exact amount of money you should give is, if you would buy both of us a drink, that's how much money you should give for a year. Exactly. That's a year's worth of money for us. Yeah. If you don't want to buy either of us a drink, well, buy yourself a drink. Yeah. Have a nice night for yourself. Treat yourself. While you listen to us. Yeah, exactly. So thanks for listening, guys. Yeah, thanks again, guys. Appreciate it. Don't mess with his rim. Don't ever do that.